Teachers and Weapons by Rosa Isela Cruz Torres, Graduation Film Project. What President Trump thinks about arming teachers.
It's called concealed carry, where a teacher would have a concealed gun on them. They'd go for special training, and they would be there, and you would no longer have a gun-free zone. Gun-free zone to a maniac, because they're all cowards. A gun-free zone is let's go in and let's attack, because bullets aren't coming back at us.
Here are two opinions from North Carolina educators. Do you think teachers should carry guns in school?
No. Teachers have enough responsibilities without the responsibility of carrying a handgun and having to use it. That's the job of the SRO officer, and there are other ways to protect a school. I think the biggest problem is they don't want to spend the money, or they don't have the money in our state to protect the students as far as the building goes, and having a panic button in the classroom and proper doors. There's a lot of money involved in that, but I don't think the solution is arming the teachers, because a teacher can have just as many mental and emotional problems as any other person in the world. So putting handguns on campus is just not the answer to that question.
Okay, as a teacher, when I think about having a gun in my hand, or someone saying that they think teachers should have guns, I don't think that that's the best option to go to. Weapons right now is what the problem is, that we're trying to avoid. And I think that by giving teachers weapons, it's like fighting evil with evil. We can't read people's minds or their hearts. We don't know what they're capable of doing. And that goes for anybody. Giving anybody a weapon, we just don't know what's going to happen when you put that weapon in somebody's hand. So the fact that there's children involved, I don't think that that's the best thing to do, is to just give people guns. I understand that we're talking about protection, but anything can go wrong. Anybody could have a stressful day, or just not have a day where they're not making good decisions, and they can take that weapon and do what they want with it. And I just don't feel like that's the best option.
Additional opinions across the country.
Am I supposed to have a Kevlar vest? Am I supposed to strap it to my leg or put it in my desk?
I don't believe teachers should be armed. I believe teachers should teach.
But in some mostly rural communities across the country, the idea of arming teachers is welcomed, even by some students, like this freshman and junior at Callisburg High School, who asked that we not identify them.
I feel protected. I don't feel like they're going to threaten me in any way. I feel like if someone came in, that I know that they're going to handle it. So I feel very protected.
When asked this question, the response of a local educator was this.
I saw a video online where this school, and I know it's expensive, but they had a panic button in the class. They had, not only did they lock the doors and such, but they actually had a plan where they set up desks and stuff to guard them from being shot, which would slow it down some, I guess. They also had put in the halls a way to shoot smoke into the halls to disorient a shooter. And all the cameras in the school were also hooked to the sheriff's department, so that they could go through and they could see where the smoke and find the guy on campus and go and follow him around until they caught him. And this would have been helpful, because the school cameras at the last school shooting in Florida were not timed properly in the school. But had it been a live feed to the sheriff's department, they wouldn't have had to rely on those cameras in that way, and they would have been able to know that the shooter had left campus and gone to McDonald's. So I think there are a lot of things that we can do. They cost a lot of money. For instance, doors that don't shut properly can allow a child in. One student could let another student in thinking that it was an innocent thing, when actually that student was here to do damage. So there's a lot of problems with security. Can you secure a school to where the children are completely safe? I wish you could. But schools are somewhat like shopping malls, and no matter what you do, there's a way for somebody to get in. So all you can do is the very best that you can. So take that money that you might spend on arming teachers and prepare your building, and with as much security as you can is probably the best answer.
Which states currently allow concealed carry in schools?
Across the country, 15 states already allow concealed carry of some kind in schools. And just this year, 24 states are considering or have recently considered these controversial policies. Most were defeated.
How would someone know if the school authorized concealed carry? What are your thoughts about concealed carry?